Hey guys, it's Gina Mizell, Oregon State football reporter for the Oregonian and OregonLive.com. I'm coming at you today from Cedar City, Utah, the home of Southern Utah University, which is where new Oregon State football coach Gary Andersen held his first college head coaching job back in 2003. Now, I've spent today just sort of walking around campus and sort of taking in the atmosphere of this smaller school. It's a big sky school here in Southern Utah, but I also spent a good deal of time speaking with Ryan Hunt, who is an assistant coach on the current Southern Utah staff and actually played under Andersen. His senior year was in 2003, the one year that Andersen was the head coach here. And it was really interesting. I sort of prefaced the interview by saying, hey, I understand I'm asking you to recall things that happened 12 years ago, and I know that Andersen was only here for one season, but man, he could tell story after story after story about the impact that Andersen made in that one season that he was here. And it really all came down to the fact that Hunt said that he just kind of instilled that Division I culture and that Division I standard, from everything to the types of hotels that they stayed at and the meals that they got on the road to the gear that they got to practice and work out in, to just that belief that, hey, we're going to hold everyone to a really high expectation and we're going to work really hard. Now, he also came in and overhauled some things, much like he's going to be doing at Oregon State. Southern Utah ran an option offense for several years before Gary Andersen came in and installed the spread system, which he wanted to stretch the field horizontally and vertically, which again is something that I've heard before. Hunt also talked about being on the leadership council, which is something that Andersen has also carried throughout his career and is currently implemented at Oregon State. So again, it was really interesting just to see that clearly so many of Andersen's philosophies and his roots and just what he really believes in as a head coach started here with his first head coaching job in college at Southern Utah. And Hunt was also personally affected by Gary Andersen. He said that Andersen was who first approached him about coaching his senior year. He said, hey, would you be interested in holding a graduate assistant job? And Hunt said sure, and he ended up still doing it even after Andersen left, and here he is more than a decade later still coaching at his alma mater. So again, Gary Andersen clearly had an impact on Hunt, and it clearly had an impact on Southern Utah University. So again, this is the first stop on the Gary Andersen Utah tour, so to speak. We've still got Logan and Salt Lake City on the docket, so stick with us all week. And then of course, this is all preparation for a big Gary Andersen piece that we're going to be doing later on in the summer. So again, for OregonLive.com and the Oregonian, I'm Gina Mizell coming at you from Cedar City, Utah.